Alhamdulillah, assalamu alaikum, I'm Abubakr, and a year and a half ago I made hijrah from the UK to Sharjah in the UAE. Alhamdulillah, honestly, it has been one of the best decisions I've ever made of my life for both myself, my family, our deen, our dunya even, alhamdulillah. And I want to help as many of you guys make the same move, inshallah. So in this video, inshallah, I'm going to be talking you through rent prices in Sharjah, ranging all the way from a studio apartment up until a 5-bedroom villa. The website that we're going to be using is called Bayut. It's similar to how you have Rightmove and Zoopla in the UK. You can check properties for rent and also for purchasing. Although for today's video, I'm just going to be focusing on rent. Just to give you guys a heads up, this video is focused on some budget options. So within each category, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, etc., I tried to find the cheapest possible one that I personally would feel comfortable living in. So it's not the complete cheapest, but it's definitely nowhere near the top end. Perhaps in a future video, I'll show you guys some of the top end places for those of you guys that are looking to move here and don't really care about rent price and budget. You just want the best possible place, then that'll be a separate video, inshallah. So once you come to Bayut, you want to go to rent, put in Sharjah and search. So before we get in, let me just zoom out here. Let me make myself a little bit smaller. Before we get into the actual video, I just want to talk you through the geography of Sharjah itself. That will give you guys hopefully a better idea of what to expect. So obviously this is the UAE. Here you have Dubai, you've got the Palm Jumeirah, Palm Jabal Ali. This is the entirety of the UAE. So you've got Abu Dhabi down here, which is by far the biggest emirate. Then you've got Dubai, which stretches sort of in this region here. Sharjah above that. Sharjah above that, then you've got Al Quwain, which is like a little area here, Ajman above Sharjah, then you've got Ras Al Khaimah up here and Fujairah around here. Now there are some areas of various emirates in this section here where they've got like Sharjah has some land here, Dubai has some land here, etc. But those are the main areas. And one of the reasons geographically why I chose Sharjah is because of its closeness to Dubai. So whenever I need to go for a podcast recording or an important meeting, it's easy for me to get there. Also, Dubai International Airport isn't too far away. If you look at these areas of Sharjah, here, they're very close to Dubai Airport. In fact, they're closer than most of Dubai to Dubai International Airport. So with regards to Sharjah, the main areas that I would focus on, that I would refer to you guys, are here towards the waterfront areas. So this is, you've got these 3 kind of lagoons, let's call them, 4 actually, to be honest. You've got Al-Majaz, you've got Al-Khan, then you've got Al-Mamzar. Then you've got kind of what I would say is central Sharjah. This is like new and upcoming. So here you've got places like Al-Zahia, Al-Mamsha, etc. That's just underneath Sharjah International Airport. And then further inland in this area here, you've got some new and upcoming villa communities. Like, for example, Nazma residents, they're a little bit old. But Al-Masar is one of them. You've got Al-Tilal City, I think is another one. There's a few of them in that area. And they are new, upcoming, but they're a little bit further away. So they're further inland. Okay, so if we go back to the list view and we come here and choose a studio and we press search. If we start the search with the lowest price, so you guys can see, look, 9,000 dirhams a year is the lowest price. Now this is going to be probably a little bit terrible, right, in terms of the quality, but there are people that would be willing to live in a place like this. So 9,000, divide that by 4.8, divide that by 12. That's about £156 per month, right? And the most expensive studio, oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, sorry, I got very confused there. It wasn't filtered by Sharjah. Here we go. That makes more sense. 50,000 dirhams for a studio is extremely expensive. I don't know anyone in their right mind who would pay for that. But these are like, I guess, furnished options for people that just want to be here temporarily, etc. But that's the range. Now let me go to a few that I, made earlier, as they say in the TV shows. So these are ones that I found that I think would be a reasonable option. So as you saw, 9,000 was the lowest. This is just over double at 19,990. It's a studio apartment, so literally this is the room that you get. You've got a small kitchen here. The reason why I chose it is because it was clean. The walls are quite clean, white. It's got built-in ACs, as you can tell by these vents up here. Decently sized, nice lighting. And a proper shower in the bathroom. Some of them you see, they just have like a little square here. There's no window and then no glass, sorry. And then you'd have to kind of just mop up the floor, even though you'd have to do that somewhat here. But I just don't think it would be ideal. They do have a furnished option with this particular one. I believe it said here it's 28,000 if you take it furnished, or 20,000 if you take it unfurnished. Majority of places on a 1-year contract here will be unfurnished. In terms of location, this one is in the, so it's I don't believe it's actually within Al Jada, the community. It's just outside, closer to Al Zahiya Masjid, which is in this area here. So it's like a big, large, open area of land. If you press satellite view here. Yeah, so this is Al Jada Park. Massive, absolutely huge park. And then they've got some buildings that they're building here, which, like I said, I don't believe they're officially part of the community, but they're in the near vicinity. And then here you got Al Zahiya Masjid and Al Zahiya Villa compound. So there you have it, 20,000 dirhams. Let's see what that comes to. Divide that by 4.8, divide that by 12, is £350 per month. Just for the rent. We're not talking about bills, we're not talking about furnishing, we're not talking about anything else. Just the rent alone, £350 a month for a studio. The next studio that we're going to, is there anything of note here? Nope, not really. The next studio, 15,000. So this one's a little bit cheaper. I think this one is £260 per month. The one thing I wasn't too keen about this is that it didn't have many photos, but based on the photos that it had, decent sized window, not the biggest, not as big as the other one, but the floor and tiles look clean. But they only had 2 pictures. It didn't really show the bathroom. It didn't show a lot of that. But from what I have heard, Tiger is quite a well-known company that they do developments, etc. So their buildings are usually quite good. In terms of, if you look at on the map, this is, I believe, near Ta'awan, also near the waterfront. Yep, so not too far from the waterfront. Heads up, traffic in this area in the mornings and in the evenings can get very, very congested, especially if you're going to be commuting to Dubai every single day. But to be honest with you, that's the same pretty much all over Sharjah. That's just the reality. But for me, that's a worthwhile trade-off. Well, number one, I don't really travel to Dubai much myself anyway. I work from home. And number two, it's worth it because there's a much more Islamic environment here than any of the other Emirates that I've experienced myself. So with that said, here you get 1 month free actually. So that means essentially you would pay 15,000 for 13 months. So actually, if I do 15,000 divided by 13 divided by 4.8, it's actually £240 per month. So even cheaper. So if you're a single guy or a couple that's on an extreme budget without children and you really just want to move here, that could be a potential option for you. But you're more likely going to want to choose a 1-bedroom rather than a studio. So now let's come to the 1-bedroom. So this 1-bedroom, as you can see, is only 1,000 dirhams more than the first studio that we saw. This is the exterior of the, as in the outside view. The inside lobby looked decently nice. This is one of the rooms. Here you have another room. Again, most of this stuff you see in the corner is just dirt that can just be cleaned. It's got a proper full-size bathtub, which is important. And obviously you can install a shower rail here. So if you've got children as well, for example, you know, having a bathtub is quite important. Decent-sized kitchen. They had a picture of the masjid, so I assumed the masjid is right outside, which I assumed would be quite important for you guys. But 21,000 dirham, that's basically £350. And for that, you're going to get a 1-bedroom apartment. Let's have a look. 1 month free also. So you can get 1 month free. Balcony, it's got a balcony as well, close to Sharjah Palace Hotel. Let's have a look at the location. This is also near the waterfront, so in that same Ta'awan area. Where, like I said, traffic is there. But to be fair with you, there is traffic pretty much everywhere in the mornings and evenings. Even in Dubai, there's traffic. But if you're going to be traveling to and from Dubai, as I said, then the traffic's going to be a little bit more. Now let's come to this. So this is another apartment in the Al Jada area. This one is 35,000. So this one's quite a bit more expensive. If we calculate 35,000, divide that by 4.8. Divide that by 12, £600 per month approximately, just for the rent. This obviously has very nice tiling, very nice finish all round, large windows, a very nice separate kitchen. I don't know about that tiling, I don't know about that mirror, but it's a decent enough bathroom. You can definitely make it your own. And let's have a look at the listing. Anything to note here? Payment plan. So rent is 35,000 dirhams in yearly payments. So just to give you guys some context, when it comes to paying rent here in Sharjah, it's not the same as it is in the UK, for example, where you just set up a standing order and you just transfer the rent to your landlord every month. Here, they do it in checks. So it could be 1 check, 2 checks, 3 checks, 4 checks, 6 checks. 12 checks is extremely unlikely. The max you usually see is around 6 checks. So what this means is you write out 6 checks, so divide 35,000. Divide that by 12, so it's 2916. So you write up 6 checks of 2916, and you'd give that to the landlord, and then they, wait, is that right? 2, 3. Sorry, no, I just divided it by 12. 35,000 divided by 6. Sorry, yeah, see? Alhamdulillah, the maths is still there. So it's 5,833. 5,833, you'd write out 6 checks for this amount. Every 2 months, the landlord will deposit one of those checks into their bank. So you date the checks for in 2 month increments, and then they would deposit those checks every 2 months automatically. They would take out the money from your account using those checks. Usually, the lower the checks, if you pay in one check, you've got more negotiating power because they're going to get all the money up front. And the fewer checks you have, the less negotiating power you have. The average, I would say, is between 4 and 6. You get 4 and 6 for most places. 1 year contract. The good thing is with Sharjah, there's a rule here. When you enter into a contract, the landlord cannot increase your rent for the next 3 years. So for the next 3 years, no matter what, like this place where I'm in right now was 70,000 when I moved in a year and a half ago. It's now up to 90. I've even seen one at 95,000, 80, 90, 95. But that's not going to affect me until at least another year and a half. And then I can decide if I want to renew here, depending on what price the landlord proposes, or I can try and find somewhere else. That's up to me. But they've got that sort of tenant protection, I guess. So there's that. Now, the final one that I found, and the reason why I chose this one, especially if you have a family with young kids, this is Muwaylih area. It's literally from Al Zahia. It's right across the road. And you've got this masjid here, masjid, I believe it's called either Ayman or Iman. Let me know in the comments if you know, inshallah. But a massive park, right? There's a lot of South Asians living in this area. You won't really find many non-Muslims in Muwaylih, for example. It will be mainly Muslims, specifically South Asians. Places like Zahia, Al Jadda, you find that you've got a bigger mix, including some non-Muslims also. So this is the park. Huge park. You got kids playing until midnight, maybe even past midnight. Spacious apartment, decent lighting. It's not like a brand new modern build, but you got full-size bathrooms, and this would come in. Looks like quite a small bathtub. Maybe it's like a little jacuzzi or something. I don't know. Kitchen, separate kitchen, decent size. Once again, not the biggest, but a decent amount of counter space, and that will set you back 35,000 dirhams, which is £600. £600, no deposit with this one. There are some other fees that you'd have to pay, security deposits, commission to the estate agent. There's a deposit. CY is basically the bills. So it stands for Sharjah Electricity Water Authority, I think. But your gas is also included in there as well. Municipality fees, this is the fees that you paid. It's kind of like a tax. And then you got registration fee and contract, which are quite small amounts. But yeah, with that said, let's move on. And like I said, you will find 1 bedrooms. For example, look, if I type in 1 bedroom, oh sorry, I didn't do the 1 bedroom. Let's look at the lowest and the highest. So the highest 1 bedroom in Sharjah is 117,000. No, that's a shop. What's going on here? Burj Khalifa view. Okay, these lot are mad. How you getting Burj Khalifa view in Sharjah? That's a mistake. But it looks like 80,000 is the highest you'd pay for a 1 bedroom. That's crazy expensive. This is a La Plage Tower, is essentially on one of those lagoons, so you get a nice water view. But that's a ridiculous price for a 1 bedroom. And then you've got, Mariam Island. This is a brand new development. So here in these brand new developments, the price is going to be a lot higher. Uptown Al Zahia, for example, 75,000 for a 1 bedroom. That's crazy. That's crazy. But the prices are going up in both Sharjah and in Dubai. So let's look at the lowest price that you'll be able to find, 14,000 dirhams. But do I need to say any more than that? I'm not going to click on that. But as you can tell, you get what you pay for. But just so you have an idea, look, if you were desperate to leave and you had to move, you've got options, right? It's just about, people ask me, how much does it cost to live in Sharjah? I say, bro, it depends on your lifestyle. If you're willing to grind it out, you could live here for like £600 a month. You could survive. But it depends on what quality of life do you want. You can live it for 1,000, for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 7,000. It just depends on you, inshallah. I believe that was the last of the 1 beds. So now let's come to the 2 beds. And as you can see, look, the previous 2 beds that we saw were 35. And I managed to find a 2 bed in Al Majaz that is only 37,000. It's basically the same price, pretty much 600, 620, 630 pounds per month. As you can see, for me, this was acceptable. It looks nice, bigger kitchen, bathrooms decent, it's not like, again, it's not going to be a brand new modern style bathroom. You have got a full size bath, and it is in the Al Majaz 3 area, which if I show you guys on the map is the topmost water, let's call it a lagoon, Corniche, right here. And this here is called Sophia Park, Al Safia Street. And this is amazing. This right here is the masjid, beautiful masjid, amazing imam. Again, this I would say is a little bit, I'm not going to say Muwaylih is a little bit ghetto, but it's, I would say a little bit more rundown. Although to be fair, actually no, I take that back. They're actually revamping it a lot. Like a lot of the shops now have new shop fronts. It's starting to look a lot more upmarket. But Sophia Street, this is a very, very nice area. It's right next to the waterfront. Amazing, beautiful masjid. In fact, I've probably got some stories from my Instagram that I will just download and show on the screen. You can have a look, get an idea of what it looks like for that particular area. So let's move on now to the next. Is there anything about 1 month free? So 4 to 6 checks here. First payment has to be cash. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next 2 bedroom. Oh wait, sorry. Once again, forgot. Let's go back. 2 bedrooms, done. Lowest price, 16,990, 17,000, 19,000. So as you can see, they do go quite cheap. And now, get ready. This is going to blow your mind. It's going to go all the way up to 150,000. That is crazy. Okay, so that's in a resort. So let's disqualify that. In Masar, brand new development. Look, so you can tell by the toilet there. You can tell by the toilet this spot is bougie, right? So this is actually a townhouse. So you get a 2-bedroom townhouse. That is definitely, you don't get a pool. Unless that's, no, you don't get a pool with a 2-bedroom townhouse. I can tell you that for free. That's a picture from a 5-bedroom townhouse. Villa, sorry. With 2 rooms. So yeah, 130,000, that's very, very, very expensive for a 2-bedroom. Divide that by 12, divide that by 4.8. You're paying 2,250 for a 2-bedroom. That's ridiculous. No one's going to do that. Oh, I mean, some people will do that, but that's not the point of this video. And same, likewise, with all of these villas, they're going to be expensive. That's not the point of this video. I just want to give you an idea of what to expect. So here I found a 2-bedroom on the waterfront, a nice, decent waterfront view. This is, if I show you the location, it's Al Majaz waterfront. So you've got a masjid right opposite. I believe it's called Masjid At-Taqwa, right here in the middle. Al Majaz Park. Which again, very, very nice. A lot of food places to eat here. This waterfront is very, very family friendly. Masjid Noor, beautiful masjid is around this side here. So it is a very, very nice area to live in. Again, in that sort of traffic zone, but you're never going to escape traffic really here living in Sharjah. So that is the view, but it looks like from the window. So that's one of the rooms. Again, the rooms aren't the greatest. Definitely could do with a touch up. The shower also was a bit, I actually was almost about to take this one off the list because of the shower. But I thought, you know what? I haven't seen it in real life, so I can't say for certain. This definitely needs some TLC. I would definitely ask the landlord to fix all of these things that are wrong before I moved in. Not the biggest fan of this decor, etc. But for the price, can you really complain? 40,000 dirham, that's like 650 pounds per month, approximately. And you're getting a 2-bedroom. It's not the biggest, only 1,000 square foot. 2 bedrooms are wide, 2 bathrooms. Yeah, there you go. There you have it. Then I found a 2-bedroom townhouse. And this is a lie. It's not inside Uptown Al Zahia. It's in that vicinity, but it's not within. That's another thing, by the way, guys. Don't get deceived. You're going to see Al Jada, Uptown. So they will put the brand new communities as in the description as the location, but it's not actually in the community. So this one was a bit confusing. I was baffed that this was even a townhouse. But it's got stairs, so it's got 2 floors. It's not the best looking, but if you're looking for a place with 2 floors, this would probably do the job. In terms of location, even I was, to be honest, a bit baffed about this. 2 bedrooms and a hall, master bedroom and 2 bathrooms, 40,000, 4 or 6 installments, balcony. Let's have a look. Location. So this, yeah, so that's wrong, because that is inside Uptown Al Zahia, and this is definitely not here. So you'd have to contact the estate agent to find out exactly where this is. But I'll tell you now for free, that is not inside Uptown Al Zahia. But for the price, 40,000. 40,000, divide that by 4.8, divide that by 12. About £700. £700 for a 2-bedroom. But it's a townhouse. Now let's go to 3 beds. So we change it once again to 3-bedroom. 1 tick 2. I don't even want to know what the highest price. 230,000. That's crazy. Lowest price, 26,000 dirhams. 28,000, 28,000, 29,000, 30,000. And some of these may be acceptable for some of you guys. Some of these may be acceptable. Even this one doesn't look too bad, to be honest. So it's always worth having a look. But let's go to the ones that I found. So the first one was in Moelih. Well, near Moelih, in that kind of vicinity, in that area. Nice balcony, decently sized rooms. Big, well, not big kitchen, but bigger than the previous ones. It's got a full bath tub. Again, tiles on the floor. It's just about cleaning. I don't know what's going on with this wallpaper. You would definitely have to do something about that. Well, to be honest, each to their own. And yeah, again, wallpaper. I thought there were bugs at first, but I thought, well, I think it's cars. And then it's like flowers. But yeah, look, decent. A lot of natural light coming in there. 3 bedrooms, and plus you've got a maid's room, 4 washrooms. Not all of them will have a shower though. And yeah, in terms of location, I believe it's in. So this isn't the exact location where it's going to be. It's going to be kind of in this area here somewhere, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But again, just contact the estate agent, ask for a viewing. 1,900 square foot, it's a decent size, and 50,000 is £868 per month for a 3-bed. Now this was a beauty. Wow, I was actually surprised by this at this price. So and you get 1 month free. So this is the view. Looks absolutely stunning. That's Masjid Noor right there. So this is in Al Majaz once again. Decent sized windows, bringing a decent amount of natural light. You've got the view from the door. So this is obviously the view that they showed earlier. Nice, decent sized kitchen with a view, waterfront view from the kitchen also. And yeah, look, even the corridors are quite big and spacious. It's got 3 bedrooms, a full-sized bath tub. Even the wardrobes aren't like a, put off color. I don't know why estate agents don't take the time to just get the place cleaned when they take their pictures. Don't make sense to me, because they'll do it before you move into the apartment. But they will probably get so many more people coming. And it's 1 month free. So if we factor in 1 month free, 50,000 divided by 13 divided by 4.8, £800 per month. So there you have it, guys. And this one blew my mind. It was 3 bedrooms, right? Only 28,000. And this was actually like, okay, it's not great, but for the price, I had to include it. I just had to include it. So it doesn't have built-in AC. You've got AC units that have been attached. But very, very small balcony. It looks quite, kitchen's, again, not the greatest. To be honest, I personally wouldn't live here, right? But for the price, 28,000. 28,000, divide that by 12, divide that by 4.8, 486, £500 a month. £500 a month for a 3-bedroom. And in terms of location, this is in, so it's near the waterfront, so near Al Majaz. So that's Al Majaz, and it's not too far away from a park. There's probably a masjid. Usually when there's a park, there's a masjid nearby also. With that said, let's now move on to the 4 beds. And even this, I was surprised. Oh, sorry. Did we do the 4-bed? 4-bed. Let's do the 4-bed range. So a 4-bed will start at 36, 45, 45, 45, 45, 47, 48. So this one I found 48 was close to the lower end. This must just, I saw this one was absolutely in terrible disrepair. So no wonder why that's so low. And high price, mad, 380,000 dirhams. You get a 4-bedroom. It comes with a swimming pool, but still, that is crazy. 270,000 for a 4-bedroom villa. Again, some of these will come with pool. This is a penthouse, 260,000. You know, these obviously brand new villas, 4 bedrooms with a pool. You know, everything's going to be state of the art. You know, probably smart houses or whatever you call them. These are going to be in like Al Zahia, Al Jada, Al Masar, these nice new communities. But the focus of this video isn't on those. So with that said, let's go into the first one that I found that I thought, if I was on a budget, this is one that I would actually consider. Nice, big, spacious living room. Balcony needs some TLC. You've got a little bit of a waterfront view right there. And yeah, it's nice and decently clean. Decent bathrooms, decent sized kitchen. A lot of this, again, it just needs a little bit of a touch up and you can have it looking homely in no time. Full size bathrooms, more than one. And yeah, decent sized windows. If we go to the listing, it's in At-Ta'awun, 4 payments. It's got 3 bathrooms, free maintenance throughout the contract period. That's nice to know as well. And yeah, there you have it. That's the 4-bed. Let's now move on to the next 4-bed that I found. This was in an area called Al-Qulayya, which, if I'm honest with you, I hadn't actually heard of before. The reason why I chose it is because the finishing was very nice, like the doors, the color of the doors, the tiles on the floor, even the tiles on the wall. Normally in the kitchen, like, you know, the color scheme is just a bit like, why would you even do that to yourself? But here it was actually good. Likewise with the tower. This, if I'm not mistaken, is located in terms of area near the beach. So this is Al Hira Beach, a very, very nice area of Sharjah, very, very family friendly. And this is just north of the waterfront. So here you have Al Majaz. This is on the northern section, near the waterfront. And is there anything to know? 60,000 per year. That works out to be 1,050 per month for a 4-bedroom that looks, again, like I said, very nice, 3,500 square feet. Now we come to the 5 bedrooms. I stopped at 5. I couldn't carry on going past, you know, to 6, 7, 8 and beyond. So you'd have to forgive me for that. But let's look at the lowest. So 40,000 will get you a 5-bedroom villa, but it's expected to be very, very, very run down at this price range. And then the highest, of course, you can probably expect it is going to be in the 300,000-400,000s. Some of these are standalone villas outside of communities, like this one, for example. It's absolutely huge, as you can tell. 20,000 square foot, absolutely huge, right? And then within the communities, then, like, you know, in Masar, for example, 6,600 square foot, 320,000, but, you know, with pools and all these other amenities. But that's not the focus of the video, right? Lowest, as we said, was around 40, 70, 75, 80, etc. So let's have a look at the ones that we found. So this blew my mind, right? 5-bedroom. It actually didn't even look that bad. I mean, look, some of the photos are, you know, taken terribly. I don't know if they're hiding something. Possibly they might be. But for a 5-bedroom villa for 40,000, like, I was like, what? That's crazy. Let me include this on the list. You never know who might want that. And in terms of location, it is, again, close to Al Hira Beach, just north of Al Majaz, towards Ajman. The next one, in Al Khalidiyya suburb, 70,000 yearly. Again, because of the price, I was just like, wow, okay, let's see what we can do with this. Again, would need some touch up without a shadow of a doubt. Obviously, they've started the painting. Again, I don't know, as an estate agent, why would you take a photo like this? Why wouldn't you just either finish the painting, which you're probably going to do anyway? It doesn't make sense to me. Decent sized bathtub, that looks like a brand new retrofitted bathtub right there. Again, the finishing isn't terrible. It's not terrible. Spotlights in the ceiling. Kitchen's a very, very big size, although I'm not quite sure why there's a step inside the kitchen. But yeah, look, each to their own. But at £70,000, 70,000 dirhams per year, that's actually quite decent. And Al Khalidiyya, if I'm not mistaken, is in a similar area to the Sophia Park that I mentioned to you guys earlier. It's near the waterfront, where Al Majaz is here. And then the last and final one was another villa, absolutely huge in terms of the total plot size. Again, inside it's not, I would say, the best, but you guys can go and have a look for ones that are more to your liking. So if we look at the description, it's got a mosque nearby, 3 to 4 checks. So not really much more to do other than that. So with that said, guys, hopefully you benefited from this video. It was just to give you guys an idea. If you're on a budget, what kind of rent you can expect to be paying and what you'd be getting for your money. Again, this was more on the budget side. If you want me to make a video more on the, luxurious side, as I've kind of already teased in this video, then let me know and I can do a video like that. Please do like the video. Please do share it with your friends and family. It takes a lot of time and effort to find and, do these kind of videos. To stay up to date with all my latest videos, I plan to do another video coming up very soon, talking about the actual living costs. So we're talking bills, groceries, car, transport, etc. Inshallah, in a future video. So stay tuned and I'll see you on the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.